Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook to stay in the loop. I'm sure you've always wondered, as have I, why do we close our eyes when we sneeze? Have you ever wondered why we sneeze with our eyes closed? Everything has an explanation. Sneezing is the action we take to expel air from the lungs through the outside. In some cases, it happens on the nose, and in others, not so familiar, from the mouth. It is a reflex act, so it is 100% involuntary. With that said, we can come to think that, when we sneeze, only the lungs, nose, and mouth intervene, but this is not so. In fact, many parts of our body are involved: the shoulders, the abdominal muscles, the chest muscles, and precisely, also our eyes. So, why do our eyes closed? The explanation of why our eyes close when we sneeze is quite simple. They do it as a reflection of protection. First, our eyelids are lowered to prevent damage to the capillaries. When the sneeze occurs, the air that we expel from our lungs to the nose goes at very high speed, an average of between 110 and 160 km per hour. So, imagine what could happen if that air went directly to our eyeballs. It could cause us severe damage. Secondly, they also close to protect themselves from infections that could be acquired from the particles and germs that we expel through the mouth. Why do we sneeze? Sneezing occurs when the nasal mucosa is irritated, stimulating the trigeminal nerve or fifth cranial nerve to activate a reflex act. In addition to respiratory infections, many factors can irritate the nasal mucous membrane. It can be the allergens, substances such as pollen or pet dander that cause allergic reactions, physical irritants such as smoke and pollution, particles environmental such as dust and mold, and cold air. Other less common causes include ripping off eyebrows with tweezers, a full stomach, orgasm, or only sexual arousal. The reason behind these strange sneezes is unknown. However, the most accepted theory indicates that they are linked to unusual connections in the spinal bulb, which controls the parasympathetic nerve response to certain stimuli, including light, hunger, and sexual arousal. Can we sneeze with our eyes open? I bet you've tried to sneeze with your eyes open, right? Well, you will be curious to know that there are people who have this ability. The reason why these few people can do it is that they have a breakdown in their nervous system, which means they have no reflexes. When they sneeze, the neurological message that projects the order, "close the eyes," which has traveled from the brain to the eyelids, does not arrive accurately. Therefore, they do not produce the action they should. Final thoughts: you close your eyes when sneezing because the brain sends a signal to the eyelids to close automatically during sneezing as a reflex act. This process prevents the eyes from coming into contact with the microorganisms that are discarded, preventing possible infections. Sneezing is a protective mechanism of the human body that allows expelling foreign elements that enter the nose before they can reach the airways and lungs. The muscular movement begins with a tingling, then the diaphragm descends, inspiring a large amount of air, which then exhales at high speed, being able to reach up to 150 km per hour and reaching a distance of 6 meters.